y'all, welcome back to more 7 Days to Die with ValsMod. And today, like I said on Monday, we're actually going to be working on the base a little bit. Is that a... looks like that's a zombie bag out there. That may be a corpse bag. Huh. We'll have to go check that out a little bit later. So, once again, we did get attacked through the night with the zombies. They showed up, I think, about midnight or so. So, you'll get to see all of that footage. It'll be running in the top right corner as usual. So, I want to show you what we're doing over here. As you can see, the crops are coming in quite nicely. Let me see here. It looks like everything is pretty much ready to harvest, which except for the corn, I know, because the corn takes, you know, like twice as long as everything else. But we'll be able to go harvest all of that. Maybe we'll do a little bit of that later today. Go show you exactly how much we're getting out of there, because we're getting quite a bit of resource out of that. So one of the things you're going to be seeing, and it should be, you'll be seeing this first before you see the zombie attack actually, is going to be, I've been working on the underground base area, right, just to show you what we've done so far. Basically went ahead, framed this out, and then I realized the only columns that you can make are the wood poles for fencing, which kind of look like, I don't know, maybe like a 4x4, and the large columns. Now, the one I want is the concrete pillar 50, but you don't have them in ValsMod. They're in the creative menu, so in order to get this one I had to go into creative and to see if it was there or not. They are still there, but you can only get them if you're using creative mode. Now, because I don't want to use creative mode to build any of the base, I want to, you know, I want it to be able to build what is there in the game as far as ValsMod is concerned. I'm not going to be able to use what I had wanted to do, because originally what I was going to do is each one of these blocks would be replaced, you know, with one of these. And that gives you, because basically with these two columns gone, or these two rows gone, I would be able to ride the bike between those two pillars. Now, while it does not look like it's very much space, it is enough there for the collision box to let the player through, but not zombies. So, it would, they make really good defenses in vanilla, but unfortunately, I can't really use it as much as I want to. I'm really tempted to do it, but I don't want to add them in and then have people try to reproduce it and be like, hey, we can't do this. How are you able to do it? So we will make do with what we have. Let's go ahead and grab this really quick. I'm going to show you what I've been doing down here. We're going to block ourselves back in as we go, because there's nothing worse than having a zombie drop in on you when you're trying to get stuff done. Turn on the light. So I did excavate some of this out. I've started working on a path over here to the bookstore. And as you can see, we are inside of the perimeter of the bookstore. I think we're like one block in past the wall at that point, so I will be doing more of that off camera. This area is going to get expanded out just a little bit further, so we'll end up with two tile widths of column coming down, or slope coming down here, and then we're going to have this open up a bit, and from there we're going to put down a small workstation down here. So we'll end up having, you know, a small crafting area here, so that we can do some basic refining with the stuff that we bring out, and then this will all be eventually tied back into the tunnel network that we've been working on. So once I get the tunnel into the bookstore open, what I'll do is from this side I'll probably tunnel over far enough to be able to tie into this tunnel. So what we'll do is we'll come over this way. From the old tunnel, we'll continue that mine straight down, and it shouldn't be too far. It should only be about 10 or 15 blocks worth of digging, so it shouldn't be too bad. But we'll do all of that off camera, and I'll do the same thing I've been doing with the behind-the-scenes time-lapse stuff. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Turn that off so we're not blinding ourselves, let alone you folks. Okay. That is done. Alright, so let's get on to the fun stuff. Let's go take a look at what we're working on underground. So I've been doing a lot of mining, and I mean a lot of mining. You'll see it eventually in the time-lapse stuff. Oh, but it's been rather crazy. Alright, let's get in here. Come on, close you. We'll go down this way. Alright. And drop down. Look at that. So what we were talking about with the tunnels is I will continue the tunnel from here straight south. And that, like I said, it should eventually run into the area that I'm expanding out of. I've started some... I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to... Because originally I had thought I was going to dig from here over. I think what I'm going to end up doing is making some stone and replacing that, or just replacing this entire hallway with either cobble or reinforced concrete. I haven't decided yet. Right, so this is the area that we haven't done anything with, as you can tell. This will be our mine expansion area. I'm going to basically dig that due east. And this is what I've been mining right now. So what we're going to do here is we've actually hit the upper area that I have the mine above in. So we're going to go ahead and close this stuff off. And we're going to do reinforced concrete basically up this wall and over, and then across the top. So that this will start becoming our part of our bunker network. And as we dig all of this out, these will become different rooms off the hallway. And we will eventually get all the way back to that wall there. So for now, I did grab. Yes, I did. Okay. I was about to go kick myself if I didn't grab the frames this time. I keep forgetting to bring them down with me. All right. So what we're doing is just basically placing these, and then the reason I'm doing reinforced all the way down is because I want to have it carry the structural integrity up through the stone, because we are under the farm here, so I don't want to run the risk of the farm collapsing. We are okay so far, but you know, I don't really want to press my luck with it. Okay, just a few more. Alright, now once I get a little bit further here, what is that? There we go. Yeah. That is where we need it to be. Okay. You come out of there. Hey, excuse you. Thank you. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the last couple of these in. Is that the entire wall? That is the entire wall. So now we can just start at the bottom and work our way up. Oops, am I? Wow, I'm out of lumber. Well, that's just silly. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some more supplies. I'll do a quick cut and we will be right back. And we're back, and I just found out I'm actually going to be able to build the things that I want to build. It just is going to require a ridiculous amount of concrete, so yeah. That's a good thing. So this is basically the pillar that I was talking about. I want to be able to build these. Let me go ahead and build, you know what, let's build 10 of those. All right. Okay, so now can I make mix in my inventory? Yes, I can. Crushed sand and stone. Okay, so we'll let that continue cooking while these are cooking. And since we're able to use these, let's go ahead, actually show you what I'm talking about out here. Since we can build them, we're going to be able to do it, be able to use them. So that is a good thing. I don't know why. I could swear I had checked in there before, but For some reason I didn't see them, but that's okay. Better to find them now and be able to use them, right? So let's go ahead and drop these in. So what we're going to do is with this, need to get it to where it's laying on its side. Right. There you go. And then you can fall through between them, or you're supposed to be able to fall through between them. I think because I've got the ground under there. Let's see. Can we get... Am I not gonna... I should be able to drive through that, I thought. Have to try that again. Now see, I'm gonna have to try it because it might be that you can only do it on the mini bike. Let's see. Because I'm gonna go back and hello. I'm gonna go back and replace the entrance area with ramp as well. But I wanted to make sure this works. So yes, see, something about the mini bike breaks your collision. So. It's one of those, we'll use it while we can, but I have a feeling the Fun Pimps will fix that eventually. So, alright, so let me go ahead and put the frames back. We'll jump off here. So we'll put these frames back, we'll get everything set up. I'll go make another 10 of these things so that we have enough to close this in. And that will give us basically the protection we need at the entrance for to fight against the zombies. So what I'm going to do is where you've got the cobblestone frames here, I'm actually going to put in the regular columns. So it's basically the ones that are twice the size of these things. And we're going to do that on both sides. So basically it'll look like you have a couple of rollers and then there will be that entrance right here. So I'm hoping it's going to look pretty good. We'll see what it looks like when we're done, but I'm going to go ahead and do another break, head downstairs so we can get everything going again, and we'll bring it back as soon as I'm there. See you shortly. Okay, and we are back once again, and as you can see, I've already started finishing, or I should say, I've already started upgrading the wall. Now, I'm not going to be able to put the roof on this until the wall is dry, because of the way the structural integrity works, when the cement is wet, it actually has, I think it's 1/5 of its structural integrity value. So you have to wait until it's dry. Now, because of the way that structural integrity does carry through from the connected blocks as well, if I want to put something up there, I really do want to wait until the column that it's attached to is dry. So I need to wait until all of this, all the way up, is dry. And then when that is dry, we'll be able to put the roof on this area. But we had to get the wall in first so that we could get most of this done. Now, because we do already have that there, let's go ahead and we are going to say, do I want to do a back wall? Because I'm trying to decide if I want to do a back wall on here. How many tiles is this? Because we're going to have, this is going to be walled as well. So was that 2? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we do that, it's going to be 7 to here. Put all of our forges on one. Put our forges and crafting systems on one side and put storage on the other. I think that'll work nicely. And we'll basically have a giant wall of storage here. And this is going to end up being our vault area. So what I may do is I may actually, I think I'm going to do a double wall. And one of the things that we'll do is we'll plan to have a door back here. So we'll do this. And what this will do is give us hopefully enough area that we can not only mine out around all of it, but to also be able to build on top of it. So eventually we will be building up as well as out. And that comes out of there. Let's go ahead and get foundations stuff first. Always want your foundations to be done before everything else. Again, because the structural integrity does carry through. Alright, so okay. And then because it's bedrock below us, this is impenetrable, so I'm not going to worry about putting anything serious in. I'm thinking I'm going to do like redwood floors or something. You know, make it something nice, because it's going to be a vault area. It should be at least a little nice for interior, right? So, simply because this way I know where the door is going to be. Because anybody who's been around long enough, you know that I have a terrible time remembering when I say I'm going to do... like, if I'm going to build something, it's like, if I go any length of time in between episodes, yeah, we're, okay. So we're out of cement. We've got the other frames building. Alright. So now we're just basically waiting for this to dry. So let's go ahead and get... yeah, we need to wait. We need to get more concrete so we can finish the that interior corner there. Or I should say the internal corner. Because I don't want to have a situation where we do all of this up and we forget to do that back corner. Because once you put wood on it, these things, like I said earlier, they have crap for structural integrity. But more importantly, they also lose a lot of durability until it's dry. I mean, I'm not joking. This stuff is like basically like wet paper at this point. So, and what we'll do is we will put a vault door here, as well as on this side somewhere. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it exactly in the middle on this side, or if I'm going to put it off to one side, and then that will allow me to have... So like if I put it here, I can put the workstations directly against this wall with the storage all the way up. And then it also has the ability to have something back here. So we could even leave it set up so that we could turn this into a kill zone. Because if we put the door... We put a door here. That'll be walls on both sides. That'll give us a small kill zone, like 2 windows here. If I put the door here, that'll give us a 3 tile wide kill zone. So, because if something gets down here, I mean, this is basically my my rabbit hole. So if stuff gets down here, I am in trouble. So I definitely want to be able to defend the doors. Because if I put it there, I guess I could do it in the... If I do it in the middle, that gives me 1 tile on either side at the corners. Because we're going to do storage on 1 wall. Let's see here. So if I do that, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll put the door here. That'll give me the 2 tiles here, and then this one's going to be rebarb all the way up. Because we're going to have our storage here, so we want we want the reinforced concrete to protect the side of the storage boxes. So, all right. So that gives us an idea of what we're doing. So we're going to say, let's see, because there's going to be a floor there. So we want... Do I want to do 3? Because no matter what, I'm losing space for the door. So yeah, let's do it that way. There we go. And since I can get to the corner on this side, I don't need to worry about everything else. So yeah, that's going to be what our room is going to end up looking like here. And then just to show you really quick, We'll be able to defend the hallway here. So if anything's trying to get into the door, I'll actually, you know what? Let's put a ramp here, and that'll give us angles in on that. So if we take those two out, I have to go make some of the ramps, but that should actually give us pretty good defensibility down here. And then on this side, we're going to actually have something that mirrors this, where we'll have another of these little cubby holes. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there, but there's a lot more resource over here. As you can see, I was mining this side out as well. We ended up in a pretty good resource location. Go ahead and take this out. You know, so we've got a lot of stuff down here, which is nice because it actually worked out in our favor for once. The only thing I have still not found is the lead ore, a lead vein. I just, for some reason, cannot seem to find one in the game now. Of course, you know, I've said that, and watch, I'm going to be sitting here just messing around, and we're going to find one. It'll be some massive vein of lead. Lots of coal. Okay. That's annoying. Come here. Let's get that. Let's get that out of there. Alright. So, yeah. I think that is gonna probably do it for us today. I'm gonna thank you all for stopping in. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, anything that you'd like to see specifically in the game, let me know, and I will do what I can. If you haven't done so already, or you're new here, I do ask you to subscribe, as the likes and subscriptions do help the channel to grow. They are also nice things to do for YouTubers, so, you know, even if you've done something nice today, there's nothing that says you can't do something more. So anyway, thank you all for stopping in today. I did appreciate it, and I do have a lot of fun hanging out with y'all. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. We'll see you back here for more 7 Days to Die on Friday. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Ooh, time to harvest the crops. How much? Should have plenty of room. Oh, that's going to make a lot of coffee. Oh, so much to harvest.